I need to talk about this because I just had an epiphany. First of all, I was too young to be watching this movie. I was 11 years old when Romeo and Juliet with Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes came out. And when I tell y'all, I had no idea what my body was doing when I saw him on screen. I had this exact photo as a poster hanging on my wall. I had to learn everything about this man. I learned that his middle name is Wilhelm. I learned his birthday is November 11th, 1974. I was in Teen Bop magazine every chance I got to find out what Leo said in the interview. Why was I watching this at 11 and 12 years old? I was dreaming of being her. Like I was rewinding. This was VHS days. I was rewinding and watching the pool makeout scene over and over. And I was taking my hand and practicing like, and this scene in the field when his button up flew open, and I was like, my baby's hurt. He's hurt. This scene in the field when he's crying and screaming, God! The emotions that I felt, I was way too young to be feeling emotions like that, and I didn't know what to do. I'm blaming Romeo Montague on the whole reason why I knew I needed to become a smoker, because this shit looks so cool to me. Little mark right there on his face. I just remember watching and the whole time being like, I just want to put a Band-Aid over it. I was so distraught. I don't know, years later I would become an addict, right? And I'm just gonna have, when I saw this, I had no idea what was going on. I didn't know what he was putting in his mouth, but I knew that whatever he was feeling here, I wanted to feel that. So this November, it'll be 30 years since this movie came out, and it is still cult classic. There's never been anything like it since. It was phenomenally done. The entire cast, it was just perfectly done. I loved the boys. And every time this young man popped on the scene, like, I would tell everybody in the house, shut up! Shut up! Everything about this adaptation is amazing. It probably influenced me in some negative ways later that affected me later on in life. But you know what? That was going to happen anyways. And I'm glad that it was Romeo and Juliet. I'm glad it was Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm glad it was Claire Danes. I'm glad it was the entire cast.